Hi, this is Happy Bird from happybirdsglitternest.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful and super inexpensive little wreath ornaments. And I used faux fur from the Dollar Tree. It was actually a soft microfiber cloth, and I'll give you all the details on how I put the rest of these together as well. And I also wanted to let you know about my friend Crafty's YouTube channel. She has a wonderful channel with all kinds of Christmas crafts, and she posts 3 times a week. So I'll make sure and give you her link below in the first comment below this video, as well as on my blog. So with that said, stay tuned and I'll show you how I put these together, and I'll also share the links of the sellers that I purchased this from in my first comment below as well. So stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a shower curtain ring. Now, I bought mine here at Walmart, but you can also find them at the Dollar Tree. I like them in clear. And please take note that when you purchase these from Walmart, I don't know why, but they always come open. So you have to hook it like that. Alright. Now, the next thing you're going to need is this super soft microfiber cloth. I found this at the Dollar Tree, and it's hanging up in the tool section. Okay, so you're going to need that. And I'm taking a microfiber cloth that I already cut, and I cut the edge off. See, it comes with this edge here. Be sure to cut that off all the way around. And I just folded this like that. I'm going to cut, I would say roughly maybe a little bit over a ½ inch. Doesn't have to be exact, but close enough. Okay. And so we still have a little piece of the edge here, so I'm going to cut that off. We don't want that. Okay. Alright, so we have this, and as you can tell, it's not super perfect, and that's okay. Alright. So I'm going to start by putting some glue right here next to the clasp, and just going to put some of this microfiber on it like that. And I'm just going to hold it for a few seconds just to make sure that it's grabbed. And then we're just going to pull this on through and start making loops. I'm not going to pull it really super tight. I'm just doing it nice and firm, but I'm not pulling or tugging or anything like that, because you want it to look fluffy, and if you pull it, it's going to look like it's strangled against your hoop instead of fluffy. You can make sure you get every little part. Don't want any of that shower hook showing through. Just go all the way around like this. And if you come up slightly short, that's okay. You can always take another little piece and just kind of glue it on there with your hot glue gun. Which is what I'm going to have to do. See, there's a piece here. So I'm just going to take the very end part here of this and put a little dab of hot glue on it, and then just push it down like this. Okay, and I'm going to cut another little small piece off here, about the same size that I cut before. Just a piece. Like that, maybe. I'm sure this will work, but I'll double check here. I'll probably need one about double that length. Okay. Let's try this. I had to cut a little bit of the edge off. Okay. There we go. And I know it's probably a little too long, but that's okay. We'll cut it off. Putting on a tiny bit of hot glue. And I like to start down here next to this clasp here, because if I do need to put a little extra on, and it is maybe slightly bulkier, then it's no problem, because we can turn it around like this, and we're going to put a little embellishment or bow or whatever down here, and then it's perfectly fine. So I'm going to take my my little scissors. I'm going to cut right about here. Cut this tip off. Okay. And then just push this up like so. And see, it looks nice. And then here's the front. And if you want to, if there's any little hair sticking out or anything like that, you can do that. Now you want it to look fluffy, but I mean if it's sticking out really bad, you can do that. Okay, so that looks actually pretty good. So I have two different ones here, and you can tell they both turned out very different, but they're furry. Okay, so the next part I'm going to do is I wanted to wrap some trim around it, and I have a name of a seller who has sold this trim for years that I've purchased from, and I will go ahead and put his link in the first comment below this video. I'll pin it to the top, okay? I've showed you this before on one of my videos, and he sells this anywhere between, I'd say 2 something per yard and 4 something per yard. And the reason why I say that is because when you go to his store, I noticed he'll post like 3 or 4 of the exact same thing, and he'll have different prices on them. Now I went on there this morning and I found this for as low as $2.90 a yard, plus free shipping. And then he had another post, it was like $4 and something cents in free shipping. So you got to kind of look, okay? So when you click on the link and you open his page, at the very top it'll say search this store, and next to an eBay logo, and just type in the words rhinestone pearl trim, okay? And then this will pop up for you. But like I said, look for the lowest price one, okay? So I'm going to order some more of this too for $2.90 a yard plus free shipping, okay? And so this is the bottom part, I think. Let me feel. It's right here. That's the bottom part. Okay. So I'm just going to take my glue gun. Just going to put a little bit here. the end. Oh, I need more glue in here. Why it's not wanting to grab. Hold on. There we go. I got it. I didn't have it pushed down far enough. All right, there we go. And I'm just going to put this right here to start. Okay. Make sure it's cooled a little bit before I start wrapping. Okay, it's cooled down a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it kind of at an angle. I'm not going to put this super close together, but close enough. And I think you get a lot of bling for your buck. You really do. And I'm going to leave about ½ inch space in between. Just take your time doing this part. Like so. And you can kind of move it around if you need to. And I'm just going to go down to about, let's see, let me move this over a little. Let's see. Maybe about here, I think. That's the bottom part. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it right around here. And I'll make sure to hot glue it here on the back. Gotta make double sure that's where I want it. Okay. And then I'm just going to pull this on around and hold it there for a moment. And then I'm just going to cut this off. And you could put tape at the end of this so beads won't fall off when you cut it. Right here. Like that. Okay. Now you notice I didn't wrap it around here. It's because I really didn't want to waste it because we're going to put something across here, alright? I thought this would be really pretty. I buy all kinds of lace and trims and whatnot from different sellers, and I'll include that in the comment box as well, the different links, and you can look around and see what you would like to use for your little wreath. And I just go in and I cut a little of the net off right here. You know, they have like a netting around here. I don't know if you can see it. You have to really look up close, but I just kind of trim that with my little precision scissors. That just to make sure I get the outside cleaned up a little bit. I thought it would be pretty to kind of hold this a little taut like that, and maybe use this, this way, maybe use this as a bottom piece, and of course it would cover up the middle here, so that's exactly why I didn't go completely around with this. So I'm going to place this right about here. Let this dry for a few seconds. I think it looks good there. And place that here, and then I'm going to put some more right here, like so. Okay, now you can leave it like this, or you can wrap this around if you want, like so, but I think I'm just going to leave it out like that. I think it looks pretty. And I might put a touch of hot glue here and here. Okay, so we have what looks like this. I think that's very pretty. And I'm going to take a piece of upholstery thread, and I've also showed that to you before, and put it right here so you can't see it, and you can hang the ornament with that. So we're going to do that next. Then I'm going to show you another type of fur ornament. Okay, so let me go get the little upholstery thread to make a loop at the top with. Okay, I bought this upholstery thread at Walmart. In the section where the regular thread is, it just says upholstery at the top, and it's white. So I'm going to tie this at the top. My hands are so cold, it's kind of challenging for me to make this loop right now. Okay. And I like using this for the more delicate ornaments. Like that, and then it's really difficult to see. Okay? And then tie a couple of little overhand knots at the top. Might be a little too long. Might want to do one a little closer, so just like this. And like this. Okay. There we go. And then see, we have this, and it's very strong thread, extremely strong. And if you see any little pieces that need to be cut or trimmed up, then now's the time to do it. But I think everything looks pretty. And so this is kind of a winter white ornament. Okay, so I'll show you the next one. I'll set this aside. Okay, so for this one, we're going to be doing this a little bit different. And I'm using some bling that I had cut from my favorite seller. Same person that sells this right here. Now, if you don't have this, you can use other things. You can use this 3mm bead trim. You can use Dollar Tree rhinestones and pearls. And let me tell you, they also have the flat back pearls and pretty rhinestones at the 99-cent store. I saw some when I was there the other day. And I also ordered some of the 6mm flat back pearls and rhinestones in different colors that happened to be on AliExpress. For a long time I didn't order from there because they didn't take PayPal. They took other payment methods, but I really wasn't familiar with them, so I didn't want to risk it. But I noticed that some of the sellers now take PayPal, so I ordered a whole bunch in different colors, and to me they look just like the Dollar Tree ones. So I know that some of this process you've sat through before, but I just kind of wanted to show you different things. Now this is where the clasp was. I can feel it, so that'll be the bottom part. And I'm just going to put hot glue on the first two here and place it right here. I'm going to hold on to that for a second, and we're going to wrap this around. I'm not pulling it super tight, I'm just doing it nice and firm. That. And I always like to cut the little, when I trimmed this off here, I don't like any of these little strings like this. So what I did was once I cut it, I just took a lighter like this, and I just ran right across the strings, and it just singed them right off. But of course you don't want to do that too close to this fur. You want to do this in a different area. You don't want any of this fur lighting up on you. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going around, leaving about a ½ inch gap in between. And here's the clasp. So I think I'm going to stop it about here. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do this right here in the middle. I'm going to pull that over a little bit, make sure everything's nice and even the way I want it. And it doesn't matter if it's in the front here, because that's going to be covered anyway. Right here at the bottom, okay? Now let's see, I think in between I'm going to be using these Dollar Tree stickers, felt like pearls. And like I said, they have these in different colors and whatnot on AliExpress. And I'm just going to put a couple of these to start. I think I'm going to place it right about here. And then I'll just wrap this on around. And I'm not worried about this right here, because like I said, that'll be covered. And I might put a couple here. And then I'll keep going. I'll start here. I just had to do this bottom part. And like I said, this will be completely covered. I just want something down there. Okay. And let's kind of move this over a little bit. Put this on. Kind of going in between, and I'm moving these over if I need to in order to do this, which is fine. That's why I don't glue them down when I'm putting these all the way around. this right here so we can continue. If you have to move this a little, go ahead and do it. Move it back. Here. Start another strip. Just like so. Now, with the other wreath ornament that I made, these pearls and the rhinestones that I used were the exact same size. So I didn't have this issue of having to move these over a little bit. But it's still really pretty and it's worth doing this. Okay, then I'm going to take another strip. Just like this. And we're almost at the end. And we have one more little strip to do. You can make these in such a multitude of colors, which is wonderful too. And these were so inexpensive to make. Even the little flower trim here that I got from my seller, it was, I believe it was 4 something, but it was something incredible, the amount of yards that he gave. I think it was like 10 yards or something like that. Okay, so I'm just going to peel that up because we've come to the last part here, and then I'm just going to hot glue this down. Even though it's already stuck to the fur, I still like to put a little dab of hot glue. Here we go. I learned something very interesting the other day about hot glue. There was a little bit of a discussion on my Facebook about leaky glue guns, and in particular the Surebonder that I've been using. And so I looked up some information, and this one crafter had mentioned to only use hot glue with hot glue guns and only use low temp glue with low temp glue guns. That the dual hot glue sticks were not the best option because the dual ones have more wax in them. And if you use it with the with a hot glue gun, it could melt and leak. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Something I really never realized before. I didn't even know they had wax in hot glue. Okay, so we have this part finished. Now we're going to put on the little dealy bob. And I showed you guys this lace that I bought for $1.59 for 10 of these. I'm going to order more. They're so pretty. So I went and cut one off, and I thought it would look really pretty right about here. See, I can just cover that right up, and nobody is going to be able to tell. See how pretty that looks? And then once again, I'm going to use my really strong upholstery thread. If I can find the start of it. Oh my goodness, come on, Lori. Okay, let me find this and then I'll go ahead and I'll be back. Okay, that was just the craziest thing. I couldn't find the start of that thread. It took me a few minutes. Okay, so I'm going to fold this in half and slip this right through. And make sure it's in the middle. Okay. You can't see it. So then I'm going to make a couple of overhand knots at the top, or attempt to with my very cold hands. Okay. Just like so. And snip that off too, and look what we have. Two different pretty ornaments to hang from the tree. Aren't they beautiful? So I hope you really enjoyed this little project. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button below my video. And I'd also like to see you on my Facebook page at Happy Birds Glitter Nest. And I'll make sure to put that link down below as well in the comment section. So thank you again so much for watching. And if you have a chance, check out my friend Crafty's YouTube channel. I'll post her link below. She has so many wonderful, creative, Christmassy things, and I know that you'll love it. So with that said, you take care, and God bless you. Bye-bye.